Recording. Okay, so hey everyone, welcome back to a new class of pronunciation. In this part, we're taking a look at the first unit of this book, Pronunciation in Use. This is by Cambridge, and this is the intermediate level. And let's get started. The first unit that we have, it talks about letters and sounds. Hi everyone, welcome. So let me get to the first lesson, introducing letters and sounds. Before we take a look at this, let me give you an example here. So let me write a word here. So this word, how many letters does it have? Can you tell me how many letters it has? I'm gonna write the number of letters and also the number of sounds later, because it's kind of different, and that gets you in the habit of not saying whatever you see. So counting the letters is kind of easy. 3, good Roya. It has 3 letters. But when you want to pronounce it, because sound is all about pronunciation, so when you want to say the sounds, like how many sounds, you have to pronounce it. So how do you pronounce this? Box. Yes, you pronounce it like box. You go like a sound that you see in dictionary. So let me show you here if I can get that as well. It really helps with the phonetics if I can type it for you. So I'm taking this one. You see you have a little sound here, which is box. Okay, so this is that you have here. So if I get back here, you see it's box. Exactly, it has 4 sounds. Good. The, it's a consonant. Ba, k, s, box, box. So it has 4 sounds. And that is the beginning of working on pronunciation. I mean, knowing that the number of letters is not the same as the number of sounds, and you have to be in the habit of listening to something, not just pronouncing whatever you see. So with that in mind, we're going to start here. It says, I'm going to read it. In writing, words are made of letters. So this is writing. This is what you see in writing. But in speech, this is what you hear. Words are made of sounds. It's not letters. In speech, words are made of sounds, like k, t, a, a. They're all sounds. But in writing, you just see letters. Letters are not always the same as sounds. For example, the word key and car begin with the same sound. So look at that. When you pronounce them, you say key and you say car. Both of them have the sound k, k, right? It has the sound k. But when you look at the spelling, you see that the first one starts with a K letter and the second one starts with a C letter. So you see, it's not what you see, it is what you hear. That's pronunciation. That's the speech that you have to be careful about. In the examples below, some word pairs have the same pronunciation but different spelling. Same pronunciation but different spelling. So as you see here, by, week, week. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay. Two, sun, sun, way, right. So that is why you have to be careful. So you are not going to say what you read. For example, this is no g sound, as in, for example, green. No, it's not. This is just r. This is re. Right. This is what you should say. and this is what you see. So you have to be really careful, and this gets even sometimes harder maybe as we go down the road. So let's go to the next part. It says there are some exercises and to help you learn the phonemic symbols in section D1. Yeah, phonemic symbols or phonetic symbols are, for example, when I say this one, it's like a phonemic symbol. Or for example, when I use this one, it's a phonemic symbol. Like in cat, you see this. Or when I typed up for you, I typed the phonetics like box, that was phonetic symbol. So let me go to the next part. There are two kinds of sounds, consonants and vowels. So in this book, we are going to use C for consonant and V for vowel. Now, what is that? So let me write an example here. Let's say cat. This word has two consonants. Oh, I should have placed it somewhere else. Put it here. Okay, cat. It has k, a, t. So it has a consonant, k. It has a vowel, a, and it has a consonant, t. So it's consonant, vowel, consonant, cat. So how do you know if it's a vowel or if it's a consonant? You have to look at your tongue. Try to feel your tongue and see if your tongue is touching parts of your mouth. If your tongue is touching or there's contact between your tongue and your mouth, it is not a vowel. So when you're saying t, your tongue is touching your teeth. T, t. But when you're saying ah, like look at me here. Let me have it. But when you're saying ah, my tongue is not touching anywhere in my mouth. So I just say ah, cat. So it's a vowel. That's how you recognize whether it's a vowel or it's a consonant. For example, in the word duck, there are three sounds. D, a, k, duck. Consonant, vowel, consonant. So we write it by CVC, which means consonant, vowel, consonant, right? The number of sounds in a word is not usually the same as the number of letters, which is what we talked about. We can see this if we write the word using phonemic symbols or phonetic symbols. As I told you, duck, you see d, a, k, duck, duck. But here you see 4 letters. Here you see 3 sounds. This is what you hear, duck. In the next part, it says writers often play with the sounds in words. For example, if they are finding a name for a cartoon character, they might repeat the first sound. For example, Donald Duck. Donald Duck. It's probably the name of a cartoon, Donald Duck. Or they might repeat the final sounds or sounds. This is called rhyme. So it sounds kind of cooler when you say Ronald McDonald. They kind of go together. Let me see if you can see that. Yes, Ronald McDonald. So, to get that rhyme, they usually use the same vowels. They're like the same vowel sounds. Ronald McDonald or Donald Duck. So let me move on. Listen to these examples of names and expressions with sound play. Notice that the writer is playing with the sound, not the spelling. For example, in Dennis the Menace, the last 3 sounds of the words are the same, but the spelling is completely different. So let me see if I can get that for you.
English pronunciation in use.
So, okay. Listen here. It's going to read these words for us.
By Mark Hancock. published by Cambridge University Press. This recording is copyright. CD A. A1.
Mickey Mouse, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Dennis the Menace, Bugs Bunny, News and Views, Rock and Roll, Wine and Dine. While the cat's away, the mice will play.
So here you had some examples of using the sounds that go well together, or playing with the sounds like Bugs Bunny. This one, for example, in British they go together, news and views, whereas in American they don't go together, news and views. But yes, in British they go together, news and views, rock and roll. They look fine together, they sound better, they're a rhyme. So this is the ending part of this, and then we will do some exercise on it, because in this part it's not like tactics for listening, but in the next part it'll be kind of interactive. You will answer too. There are probably some sounds in English which do not exist in your language. For example, th. We don't have in Farsi. تو فارسی th نداریم. مثلا نمیگیم اصلا اینجوری. نمیگیم th. We always say f, something like that. So we don't have it in Farsi. We don't have th in Farsi. Because also the pronunciation is you put your tongue between your teeth and you push out some air like this. For example, thank you. Look where my tongue is. Thank you. Thank you. You put your tongue between your teeth and you push out a little air. Thank you. So we don't have it in Farsi. We never say that sound. Th. And some other words. For example, in the word cat, we have this a sound. But in Farsi, we never have, because this a sound is kind of like this. And in Farsi, for example, we don't say apr. Say apr. It's kind of shorter. But in English, you say cat. So you don't have it in Farsi, but in English, you have it. Cat. So these are the sounds that we are going to be working on mostly, because they are the sounds that we don't have in Farsi. So let me go to the next part. Here it gives you some examples, like you have to know if there's a difference between them. So let me play them for you. Can you tell me if they're different or they're not different?
A2. Boat, vote. Hit, heat. Sow, show. Song, sun. Wine, vine.
Hi everyone. So you heard some word pairs here. Can you tell me if they're different? For example, boat, vote. Are they different or are they the same? Are they the same? You say boat, vote, or are they different? For example, for me, they are the same. I pronounce them the same. And I guess it is. Boat, when you say boat, it's kind of like this sound. O, in American at least. Maybe in British, it changes to schwa. But anyway, boat and vote, they are the same. Yes, exactly. Good, Jafari. Exactly. What about the next one? Hit, heat. Hit, heat. Are they the same? For example, that tough guy hit me, or I am heating some food. Yes, Rayhana, boat and vote, they are the same. But what about this one? These are, it's very important to know, these are not the same. Why? Because when I'm saying hit, I'm not really saying a long E. But when I'm saying heat, I am saying a long E. So we will get more familiar with them as we go through this book. So it's kind of important. This is what you see in dictionary when you search it. This is a short E that you see in dictionary. Different. Yes, good. Rayhana, good. Sky, good. Hediye, Ashraf, good. But this one, you see, this is a kind of long E. So it's not like, it's kind of like this sign. It's like this. So when I'm pronouncing this, I give a short E. Hit, hit, or hit. And this one is the long E. Heat. Now, what is the difference? Not sure if the people on the live can see this well, but once you watch the recorded version on Telegram, you can see it well. Let me just... When you're saying the long E, make sure that the listener can see your teeth, because your mouth opens wide. So when I'm saying heat, you see my teeth from left to right. Heat, heat. But when I'm saying hit, you don't see that much of my teeth. Hit, hit. Or when I'm saying there are other words, like let's write another example here. It, when I'm saying like it is a book, and when I'm saying I'm eating food, so that's kind of different. Eat, eat. But this one is it, or it. So that's very important, this long E and short E. The next one is so and show. They're the same, like this. Song and son. Yeah, both of the vowel sounds are kind of like son, song. But they're a little different because this says a little sound at the end. Yeah, it has a little ing sound like we have. It comes out of your nose. Song, song. It's not a g sound. They don't say sang. No, say song. We'll work on it probably in the future lessons, but they're not the same. This is son. This is song. Song. It goes out in your mouth. Sorry, in your nose. Song. Next one is wine and vine. Oh, another important one. W and V. I think all of you know, but you have to practice more to put it in your speech, okay? So when you're saying V, like this one, you exactly go, your teeth go on your lower lip. Vine. Vine. But when you're saying the W one, your lips come forward like this. Wine. Wine. So when you're saying W, you feel like you're pronouncing a vowel because there isn't much contact. Wine. But when you're saying V, you feel a strong consonant when you're saying V, because there is actually not a consonant, but there is contact in your mouth going on. You're saying vine, but that one just say wine. So be careful with that. We will work more on them probably throughout this book. The next one is wet and wait. Of course, both of them are W, but you see the vowels are totally different. Yes, this vowel is e, like wet, but this is wait. We have ye sound. This is easy because we have it in Farsi. Wet and wait. Wet and wait. Good. So now let's go and do some practice if you don't have any questions. This part, it says, in this story there are 12 incorrect words. The correct word is pronounced the same as the incorrect one, but the spelling is different. Correct them using the words from the box. So here we're going to correct them. Let's take a look. Last week. W-E-E-K. Last week. Okay? Let's see if there are some questions. Yeah, different. Then hi Puyan, welcome. So the first word is week. I sent my son Jamie to the shop to buy some food. What is the problem? I sent my son Jamie to the shop to buy some food. So this happens because the pronunciation is the same, but I'm going to be using them. So week is already used here. Let me have it a little bit. Good, Jafar. I sent. S-E-N-T. That is the spelling. Sent. So this goes to number 2. Sent. Good. Hi Layla, welcome. Jafar says buy. I sent my son Jamie to the shops to buy. Exactly. This is the third mistake. Buy. Buy is here. And let's move on. Rayhana says sent. Good. Jafar says some. Saman says sent. Good. Someone says son. Oh, interesting. We didn't see this. Yes, good Saman. Son. So let's call this number 4. Son. Good. And then buy. Son. Good, Ashraf. Rayhana says shop. Shop is okay. Is there a problem with shop? No. Hania says son. S-O-N. Good. Some food. Yes, some food. S-U-M. No, S-O-M-E. This is number 5. Some. This is 5. Okay. He got a piece of meat and 2 pears. What? He got a piece of meat and 2 pears? So can you help me out here? He got a piece of meat and 2 pears. Got. Got is G-O-T. It's okay. Yes, good Saman. Buy some. Hania says got. What is the problem with got? I don't know what you say. G-O-T, G-O-T. What's the problem? I'm going crazy. What are you saying got? What is the problem with got? Piece of meat. Yes, good Saman. Piece of meat. Let's call this number 6. Piece of meat. Yeah, that's gonna be 6. Two, yes, 2. Let's call this 7. Good, Rayhana. 2. It's here 2. 2 is here. Yeah, it's true. Got or got? No, G-O-T. Got is okay. G-O-T. You should use these words. So let's move on. So last week I sent my son Jamie to the shop to buy some food. He got a piece of meat. Yes, meat. Meat is M-E-A-T. Meat. Let's call this 8. Meat. G-O-T is okay. G-O-T is okay. What is the problem, someone? I didn't get it. G-O-T is okay. God. Maybe your book is different. Yeah, you're right. On the way home, look at this. On the way home, there is a problem with this. This way is not that way as we talked about. Yes, good, Rayhana. Meat, M-E-A-T. On the way home. So this way is not that way. This is the way. راه خونه. The way home. Way. The bag broke. Okay. The food fell onto the road. Way, good honey. W-A-Y, way. Pairs? Where's that? Aha, 2 pairs. Yeah, I was thinking like what? Pairs? Like what pairs? I didn't see this. Good, thank you. Who said that? Yeah, good someone. Pairs. So I'm gonna call this number 10. I'll put this here. 10. Pairs. No problem, Rayhan. Pairs is not correct. Yeah, good, Jafar. Text is not clear. It's not clear. Is it better now? Maybe my internet is not that good. Maybe I should reverse the camera and then do it again. Maybe it works. Is it better? Yes, Rayhana, good. Road. R-O-A-D. Road. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Road. So let's call this number 11. You put 11 here. And got dirty. That's okay. In the end, I don't see here. Threw the food in the bin. So let me go. Let me just see what we have. Through. We have through, and we just have through, so that's probably the last one. Jamie, yeah, that's the past form of throw. The past form of throw. Through, good, Jafar. Past form of throw is through. The pronunciation is the same as this, but the spelling is not that. Through. Okay. So that's it. We're finished with this practice. There is some more practice here, so we can do them as well if we have time. I guess 30 minutes is finished, but let's see how much we can do. So here you are going to write the vowel, the consonant, okay? For example, night. It has n. It has a little vowel here. All of them are vowel here. I. T. So it's CVC. Night. 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 Thank you. Thank you, Fama English. Happy to see you here. Through, yeah, good. Rayhana, good. Someone, good. Jafar, good. Through, exactly. So here we are going to write CVC, I don't know, VCV, whatever that comes. Look at this one. Dog. What is it? Of course, D. It's a consonant. D. Then you have dog. A. Dog. So you're going to have the vowel, consonant, vowel, d, a, d, dog, g. You have another consonant. Yes, dog. The next one is rabbit. Good, someone. What about rabbit? Hania says CBC. Someone says CBC. Good. Hi, Armin. Welcome. Hedia says CBC. Rayhana says CBC. Good. I think my voice is coming to you with a little bit of a delay, so Armin says CPU. So that's why I'm getting it late. So let's go to the next one, rabbit. Or frog. Someone says CVC. Let me write it CVC. Okay, let's take a look. R, ra, a, ra, b. Very good, Salman. Great. Great, Salman. CVCVC. CVCVC. CVCV. CVCVC. Yes. CVCVC. What about the next one? Frog. F. Starts with a consonant, of course. F. F. Good, Armin. Hediye, good. CVCVC. What about frog? This is kind of different, a little different. Frog. What do you think about it? Someone is laughing. Yeah. CVCVC. CCVC. Hania says CCVC. Let me check it, Hania. Frog. Great. Yeah. CCVC. So you have F, you have R, then you have frog. Frog. Okay. So let's go to the last one. The next one, actually. Gorilla. Gorilla. CCVC. Good idea. Ashraf, good. CCVC. The next one, gorilla. I'm actually going to stop recording here because this is going to take so much time if I want to finish all this. We can do it in the live, but for the lesson, this up to the end of this would be enough. What? Value? VAUIE. Yes, Layla, but it's not about what you see, okay? It is about what you hear when you pronounce it, okay? CV. Let me check Ali Reza. CV. CCV. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay, so you have a little schwa here. G. Oh, you don't have another C. And CCVC. High 3030D. C stands for consonant and V stands for vowel. Okay? So consonant is B, P, T, D. Somebody's asking a question, I'm explaining. Vowel is like the sound, like you have like you have bus or long, which is, for example, like this. For example, bus, or cat. That's how we fill in the blanks. Someone says false. Yeah, one of them is false. You have an extra C here. You don't need this C here. Okay? So that would be good to say gorilla. You're welcome. Yeah, gorilla. And the next one, snake. Starts with a consonant. S. Can you tell me the rest? It's interesting. This one is 2. So at first, these lessons might be really boring, but down the road, they really pay off and it helps your pronunciation noticeably. So I want you to be kind of patient with them. I understand that some of them might be easy or boring. You're welcome. CCVC, Ashraf says CCVC. Let me check it. Snake. Yeah, great, Ashraf. Very good. It's a consonant. N, consonant. A, this is a vowel. K, consonant. So exactly, snake. snake. Not sure if you guys can see that. Salman says correctly. Hediye, Salman. Ashraf says CV. That's for B. Hediye, good. Salman, good. Yeah, for B, you actually have, you say CV. Let me check it. CV. B. It's a long E or it's a short E? It's kind of long. B. You don't say B. You say B. Yeah, so that's the CV. So we did these 2 practices, but if we want to do all of them, it might take so much time. I can't upload it on my Telegram. There are 2 more here, but they're kind of important. Okay, maybe we continue next session because I can't skip them, especially this part. This part is very important. Like the th sound. Oh my god, this book is so important. I have to teach all of it. So we will continue next time, okay? We will continue this next time. And let's do some practice right now. If anybody wants to join and speak, I'll check your pronunciation. If you want, I'll give you feedback on it. So thank you so much for the first session. I'm going to stop it here, and next session we will continue.